Coach, it's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Washington Redskins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Set, hut, and ring. Check 55, Mike. It's our field. It's our field.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now it appears we've got an injured Ravens down there on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Ready. Go to base. Yeah, Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Yannick Ngakoue. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Let's see what you got.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Throwing on second down. Dobbs. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to...
And a fake here, direct snap to the up man. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. On first down, Downs to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first down, McQueen. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Complete to right. Well, he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. In for the score as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
To throw is down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On first down, this is Geis. Now we're going to get a stoppage, and oh boy, that looks to be Geis, who is down on the turf. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now Haskins to throw it. He finds Corey Davis.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll get this down to the 10. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, here's Downs. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Come on, Lon. Come on, Lon. We better not.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Dobbs to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That's Ronnie Stanley, former top 10 pick from Notre Dame. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Out of the gun, Dobbs. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Redskins
Let's go.
at their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14.
Out of the gun, Geis. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Haskins throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Geis works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with this deficit, the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On second down. It's Edwards, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
He's going deep for Brown, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on second and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First down, Ravens.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On second and 9, Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
We got this.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Second down, Haskins. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Dobbs. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to... Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's a foot race. The 40, 30, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Let's go.
Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Dobbs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack on 1st down, Dobbs. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dobbs. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Dobbs. He'll get this one to Galladay. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Downs. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Dobbs. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. On 3rd down, Dobbs. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. 3rd down, here's Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 15. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Flushed out right. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. On 4th down, Dobbs. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. No room to be had there on the 1st down run, as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins completes it to Davis. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. 3rd and 2, now Haskins. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Haskins now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll run with Geis. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This was boxing. You think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one, because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Dobbs is throwing. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kareem Hunt hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
To throw again on second down. Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and 2, Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. On play action, it's Dobbs. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Dobbs to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They start on the ground with Geis. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is Geis. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Did they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. The throw over the middle taken in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run with Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Haskins on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Lane. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now Dobbs towards the end zone for Brown. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll run it here with Hunt. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Davis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
Get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 2nd and 16, Dobbs. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And give him a gain of 37. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Dobbs. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
There we go.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Dobbs. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. To throw on 3rd down, Dobbs, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Dobbs. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm was just off? He got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dobbs. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 4th down, Dobbs. And that is incomplete. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now a run with Geis. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This will be fielded at the 17. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent return that time. 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball was not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Geis. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Haskins to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Ready?
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Redskins, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get to stay home again. Exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.